Sri Sai Tejaswi Academy. Today we are going to start a new series on principles of management. So the first part of the video already I have put on my channel. I will give the link below, you can check. So that will be the continuity of the principles of management. Today we are going to see Unit 2 planning. So since the last video was a few months before, I would like to give a brief of the subject. So this subject involves setting up of a company, managing people and getting things done. So when you complete your BE, go for a job, you are working in a company. So suppose you are becoming an entrepreneur, so how you are going to set up, manage people and achieve the objectives. That is the whole context of this subject, principles of management, managing a company. So now this involves certain steps of management. So what are the steps, the functions of management? Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. So planning will be for anything to start with plan. So what you are going to do with the company. In the company, what you are going to achieve, objectives of the company. So organizing. For achieving the objectives, you need people, you need resources. So how you are going to bring everything together, men, machine, material. Staffing. So how you are going to recruit people, how you are going to train people. So you are recruited, you are trained, they are working, they need motivation. So how you are going to direct your staff. So that is directing. So you have done all this, you need to know your fixed objectives in planning. So you need to know whether the objectives are achieved. For that you have to do control. So these are the functions of management. So now coming to Unit 2. Planning. So planning is, let us see the context. Now you can see I will give you in this video, you can see the syllabus of Unit 2. I have listed the syllabus in a systematic manner. So that you can check whether we are going as per Anna University syllabus. So planning involves nature and purpose of planning, steps in planning process, types of planning, objectives, setting objectives, policies, planning premises, strategic management, planning tools and techniques, decision making process. This is the whole Unit 2. In this, we will stop up to setting objectives in this video. So we are going to cover this part. Next part we will cover the remaining. Okay. Now we will see the nature and purpose of planning. Now we will see Unit 2 planning in detail. So what is planning? So planning is the definition you see now given by Basic and Kunz. So planning involves selecting missions, objectives and actions to achieve them. It requires decision making, that is choosing best alternatives from available future course of action. So when you are saying about planning, you have to give the definition as it is. There is no, it's not ready in your own English. So only I have read it for you. So for you to understand, planning is we have to set up an objective of what the company is going to do and how we are going to achieve the objectives. So that is planning. So now let us see the features of planning. So features of planning. Planning focuses on achieving objectives. Planning is primary function of management. Function of management you have seen in the earlier video. First starting you have seen function of management, planning, organizing, directing, controlling, etc. So in that there is a primary function. Planning is pervasive. Pervasive means all prevalent. All the steps of management we will have planning. Whatever you need to do, you need to plan. So that is planning is pervasive, futuristic. So what we are going to achieve in the next 5 years, what we are going to achieve in the next 10 years, vision, mission. So that we have to plan. So that is futuristic and continuous. It is not a single step process, we do it and leave it. It is a continuous evolving process till we achieve the objective. So planning involves decision making. Planning is what, when, how. If you answer these questions, what your company is going to do. So that is what, when, how many period of time, over 10 years you are going to achieve what you do, over 15 years, or another 5 years. So that is when. How you are going to achieve, what are the steps, what are the resources you need, what will be the staffing you need, what will be the resource you need in terms of money, in terms of men, in terms of machinery, in terms of labor. So that is what, when, how. If you answer these three things, you will get to plan. Now, there are 6 P's of plan. So, purpose, philosophy, premises, policy, plan, priority. These are the 6 P's. Purpose. So, what is the idea behind setting up the company? What sort of company you are going to set up? What will be our objective? So, that is purpose. Philosophy. So, certain companies will have philanthropic outlook. Certain companies will have profit minded. Certain will be service oriented. Certain will be manufacturing. So, what is the philosophy around which we are going to build the company? Premises. So, internal, external. We will see premises in detail in the next video. Now, we will see just one. Policies. So, what is our policy? What is our outlook of, what is our principles? How we are going to do the plan? So, that is policies. Plan. So, that plan is setting up the objective. Priorities. So, what is our priority in the business? So, priority is manufacturing of particular product or providing a service. What is the priority? Particular market is my priority, or particular customers, particular niche of customers is our priority. So, these are the 6 P's of plan. So, this you need to know. So, this is the introduction. Now, we will continue and see the next concept.
Let us pause the video for the while and answer the following questions. Question number 1. Mention 2 features of planning. Question number 2. What is planning premise? Question number 3. What are the 6 P's of planning? What are the types of plan? That is the last question. So, think about it, answer the questions, discuss, and when you are done, you can resume the video. So, for the answers, teacher will discuss in the class.
Now we will see about the planning process. So, planning process involves the following steps. So, perception of opportunity. So, we are going to start a company, we are going to start a business. So, what is my opportunity? For that, you need to do something called SWOT. You might have heard about it. SWOT is strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. I am starting a company. What are my strengths? I have a huge capital. That is my strength. I need not buy loan. I need not take a loan. I have my own building. So that is my strength. Or I have knowledge of the technology, latest technology, I have equipment with me, technical know-how I am having. So that is the strength. Weakness. So what I don't have, that is weakness. I might not have adequate labor with me. I might not have funds. So that is weakness. Opportunity. So I am going to make a product. So how this product can be sold in a market? That is my opportunity. Wherever I can sell. I can sell within the state or outside the state or outside the country, India. So like that. So that is opportunity. How I can expand my company. What is the opportunity to expand my company? So like that is the opportunity. Strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. Threat means external factors. For example, our current example, Corona. That is the threat. So I have my company, but I am not able to manufacture because I don't have labor. Labor cannot come to my company. It's a lockdown. So that is threat. So threat, it's an example. It can be anything. So that is threat. So strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. So you have, before planning, you have to perceive the opportunities. That is the first step. Next one. You have perceived the opportunities, you know your strength, you know your weakness, you know your opportunity, you know your threat. Now the second thing is establishing objectives. So planning is precisely establishing objective. That's all it is. So what are you going to achieve in the next 5 years or 10 years? What is going to be my objective? Manufacturing automobile or producing a film or manufacturing textile shirts. So that is my objective. So that is a broad objective. You have to have many objectives, goals. So that is establishing objective. In planning, this is the primary step. You need, without establishing objective, there is no point in proceeding further. So planning premises. So what is planning premises? We will see in detail in the next video. But we will see in overall what is the premises. Premises means the background of planning of your company. External environment, internal environment. Two things are there. In external environment, economy on which you are operating your company, Indian economy, resources which is available to you, legal obligations which you are having to fulfill, and technology which you are having to manufacture the product. These are the external premises. Internal premises, workforce you are having, cost, brand, market share. So what is market share? So I am producing a soap. So many varieties of soap is there. So what is your market share in that? Suppose you are producing an organic soap, which is very friendly to skin. You are producing a baby product, soap, which is very gentle to babies, dancer like that. So that is market share. What will be your market share in that? So that is planning premises. Okay. You have established objective, you have done your planning premises, you have studied. Identification of alternatives. So whenever we do something, we plan to establish alternatives. Suppose I am going for a movie. I plan today to go for a movie. And if at all, if it works out fine, if it doesn't work out, what I should do? I don't get the ticket in the theatre. So what is the next theatre? Or I should go to mall, or I should go to hotel. If that is not there, what is the next thing I can opt for? Option A, option B. Always we have in our real life. No, that is identification of alternatives. So these are the things I have alternative. If this doesn't work out, I will go for this. Evaluation of objective. If I do this, this will happen. If I do this, this will happen. So my objective will be achieved to certain extent in doing option A, but that might not be fully achieved when I do in option B. Option C, little more less. So that is evaluation of alternatives. If I go for alternative A, what is my extent to which the objective is achieved? If I go for option B, what is my extent to which the objective is achieved? So that is evaluation of alternatives. So I will evaluate my alternatives. I know which alternative will fetch how much of my objective. Choice of alternative. I choose on which A to go or B to go or C to go. That is choice of alternative. Formulation of supportive plan. I have done all these steps. I have to plan for raw material. I have to plan, recruit people. I have to train people. I have to do advertisement plans. So how I should market, how I should devise my marketing strategy, to whom all I should reach, who will be my audience. So that is raw material, recruitment, training and that is formulation of supporting plans. Establishing sequence of activity. So this is the last step in the planning process. I have done everything. So what all I am going to do, I establish in a sequence. First I will, for example, I am setting up a manufacturing company, a manufacturing industry, I will set up a land. First I will buy the land, or I will have my own land. So then I will build my factory, then I will buy my equipment, then I will recruit my labor, I will recruit my office staff, then I will train them, then I will buy the raw material, then I will put in a machine and manufacture it. So these are all the steps which I am going to do. Sequence will be there. So that is these for which I will do first, which second, after this, like that. So that is the establishing of sequence of activities. Now we will see types of plans. We have seen the planning process. So what are the types of plans? Standing plan, single use plan. Standing plan is, it is the plan which you do for the entire period of your company, long. So for example, I will tell the teaching example. I am going to plan my academic year. So you are given academic plan schedule. So when is the test going to be conducted? What is the when are you going to have your annual day? What are the activities you are going to do for the entire year in terms of academic and extracurricular activities? So that is your standing plan for the entire year. Single use plan is, I have to conduct monthly test next month, September. So in September, if I am going to conduct, I want to conduct this monthly test, which subject when? Schedule, test schedule, timetable for test. That is your single use plan. So you understand the difference. Single use plan is short term, for the time being, for next month. Standing plan is for the entire academic year or the entire number of years. Okay. Another set of plans are there. Strategic plan. So I have explained that now, just before, SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity, threat, when I started the video. So that is your strategic plan. So strategic plan will be planned by, it will be devised by the top executives of the company. So what are the strengths of the company, what is the weakness of the company, what are the opportunities available, what is the threat to the company. So this will be available, decided by the top management. So this is strategic plan is done by the top management. Tactical plan. So we have planned our strategic plan. For this, I need to have a blueprint of how I am going to do that, achieve that strategic plan. So that is tactical plan. That is short term. Operational plan. On day-to-day basis, how many products I am going to manufacture today, number of products. How I am going to do. Physically manufacture the number of components I am going to manufacture. That is operational plans. So for strategic plan and tactical plan, operation plan is the steps to achieve strategic and tactical plan. You have to understand. So this is the types of plan. Now let us try and know some simple terms before I go for the next topic. Objectives. So you know objective. Any experiment you do, you have some objectives. Yes? So objective could be long term, short term. It is similar to standing and single use plan. Now objectives should answer the question where to go, what to do, what is my next destination. So this is if you get the answer for these questions, then you have established your objectives. So objective is what I am going to achieve. With who is going to do it for me? What are the departments I am going to have? What is the staff I am going to have? What is the labor? When? What period of time I am going to achieve my objective? How? What is the procedure I am going to follow? What is the technology? That is how. So if you get answers of these questions, then you have established your objectives. So now we have seen the process of planning, types of plans, standing plan, single use plan, different types of plan, and objectives we have seen. We have seen up to this. Now we will take a pause the video. Up to now what we have studied, let us recap. There will be questions which follow the video. You pause the video, answer them, We will discuss the answer subsequently.
Now let us see the questions. Question number 1, what is MBO? Question number 2, what are the steps in MBO? Management by objective. Question number 3, what is performance evaluation? Question number 4, what are the benefits and limitations of MBO? So these are the questions. Try and answer, and you can check your answers in the class. We will discuss in the class.
Hope you have answered the questions. So now let us continue. Very important topic from exam point of view. MBO, management by objective. So how you are going to manage the company by objective. Very important step in planning process. MBO. So definitely there will be a question in your exam, 16 mark, part B. So what are the steps in this MBO process we are going to see? First one, let us start from here. Continuously go and complete with the performance appraisal. So define organizational goals. We have seen already, we have established objective, that is goal. Define organizational goal, what you are going to do. Define employee objective. So before I proceed to the MBO process, let me tell you what is MBO. So management by objective is a strategic management tool with which you improve your organizational performance by taking into account both employee and management objective. So generally what happens in a company, when we start a company, we are very much bothered about company objective. So what is the company going to achieve, what profit it is going to make in the financial year. So we are much concerned about that. What about employee objective? So what he is going to achieve? We don't correlate much. So we have to correlate the employee objective, related match with the organizational objective. So if the employee objective is in par with the management objective, then that is called MBO, management by objective. So you can improve your organizational performance. So that is the concept. So first we will see the process. Management by, I told you already, define organizational goals, we are done. Define employee objective. So for example, what is the employee objective? Let us take an example of an academic institution, your college itself. So who is employee? Your staff is your employee. So staff, he has his own objective of achieving result. So I am taking this subject, management, principles of management means I should give 100% result. That is my objective. So whatever I have plans to achieve the objective, that comes under defining objective. What is my objective in this academic year? How much result I have to achieve in my subject? That is employee objective. So I establish the objective, I put effort for that, I teach you, I conduct exams, I conduct monthly tests, I conduct revision tests. So to know whether I have achieved my objective, I will evaluate you periodically, every month. Class test I will conduct, every monthly test I will conduct, revision exam I will conduct. So that is continuous monitoring of performance and progress. So if you all pass in my subject in monthly, that means my objective, there is a probability of achieving my objective more. There is more probability of achieving my objective. So that is continuous monitoring. Performance evaluation. So how I have done? So performance evaluation is done with a particular period. For example, 50% of the academic year is over. So institution evaluates my performance. I evaluate your performance. So performance evaluation. Providing feedback. So you have written your exam. So then I give you a feedback. See, you have committed all these mistakes. You have to improve your handwriting. You have to improve your presentation. You have not answered all the questions. These are the mistakes you have done. So this is what is providing feedback. So performance appraisal. So performance appraisal is done at the end of the academic year or end of the financial year for an employee. In my case, academic year, in my case as I am a teacher, my performance appraisal is done at the end of the academic year. So what are the subjects I have taken, what is the result I have achieved. So that is performance appraisal. Based on that, my increment or my promotion is fixed. So this is how the MPO takes place. So once I define my employee objective, then I do a performance evaluation. If my employee objective matches with the organization objective, company goals, then MPO is achieved. That is the thing. Okay? Now we will see the benefits and limitations. We are seeing the MBO process. Hope you have understood. Let us go on to see the benefits of MBO. So, suppose if I implement MBO, management by objective, what is my benefit to the organization? Result oriented. As we have seen, employee objective has to match with the organization objective. So, my performance will improve. Performance of the employee, performance of the manager, performance of the top level manager executive, performance of the company consequently will improve. So that will achieve results for me. So this in the whole MBO is result oriented. Effective planning. I can do an effective planning in a sense optimum use of resources, optimum use of material, money, everything I can do. I can do an effective planning. Effective control. Control we will see in the fifth unit. So I will tell you briefly what is control. Whether I am objective, obtaining my objective or not, that is control. To evaluate whether I have achieve my objective. It can be done concurrently or it can be done at the end. So we will see, if you don't understand, you don't worry, you will see at the end. Performance improvement on all levels. As I told you, this involves both employee and the organization. So from starting from the lowest level of the organization, worker to the top manager, to the executive of the company, CEO of the company, performance of all the levels of management are top, middle, bottom. All levels of management is included. So the performance improves at all levels. So what are the limitations? So drawbacks will be definitely there. For anything, there will be drawback. So drawbacks is, this is time consuming. So you have to establish objective, you have to establish, map the objective, employee objective with the organization objective, you have to achieve it. So till you achieve it, you have to repeat the process. So all this is time consuming. So whole concept revolves around reward and punishment. See, if I don't achieve my objective this academic year, if I don't achieve result, I will be punished. Memo, I will have to get memo. So this involves reward and punishment. So that is the main drawback. Lack of appreciation. Suppose if I don't achieve my objective, I will not be appreciated. So my motivation will get beaten. So I will not be motivated to achieve. I will not be encouraged to innovate. So I have to go strictly with the objective, achieve the objective and leave it. I will not be permitted to think out of the box. There will be no scope for my personal improvement in this. So that is in terms of innovation. So that is the benefits and limitation of MBO. So now with this we conclude the video. We are concluding the video. The first part of the unit 2 is over. So hope you have understood it. So now if you listen in the class you will understand better. So try to understand the concept, share with your friends, and if you have any questions you can ask in class and you can put in comment section also. So share among your friends. If you like this video, please subscribe, share and like my channel. We will see in the next part of this video. Thank you.